You might have noticed that New Balance has one of the deepest rosters of collaborators, and one of the very best is Chicago-based Joe Freshgoods, who in the last few years has given us some of the best New Balance pairs we have seen. Now earlier this year, New Balance brought back a couple of shoes from their archive. One was the hiking-inspired 610s, as well as a hiking boot, the New Balance Rainier. Both of these pairs have seen a lot of early success, so it was a matter of time before we finally got a collab on these shoes. My name is Josh and I will be reviewing the collab between Joe Freshgoods and the New Balance 610 and Rainier. So both of these pairs released on April the 26th worldwide, and as of right now, there are still some sizes available on the New Balance website. I will leave links to that in the description. The retail prices, at least in Europe, this one went for 150 euros, and meanwhile the Rainiers went for a much more premium price of 220. The prices on these were inflated because it is a collab, but as we'll see throughout this video, the details on these pairs definitely make it worth the price. Let's start off with these. Now, if you are new to this model, this is the New Balance 610T. Which is a lifestyle version of the New Balance 610, what was originally a hiking shoe. The 610T has much more lifestyle friendly materials like leather and suede, and it's already released in a lot of clean colorways, but this right here is the first collab we've seen on this shoe. There were 3 total shoes as part of this release, also a second colorway of the 610, and this collection was called the Beneath the Surface collection, and it's supposed to inspire people to look past what's immediately visible and go beneath the surface. There's always more than meets the eye, and you can especially see that on this shoe. This colorway is being called the Latte colorway, however on the Joe Freshgoods website it's being referred to as the Lil Desserts colorway. Let's start off with the box. So you got the pretty interesting box here, and all over camo print done in black and gray camo, and as you'll notice throughout this video, camo is definitely a big theme on both of these shoes. And moving on to the shoes, you'll notice that the upper has some tan leather overlays, which features this beautiful camo embroidery pattern, which is not something I've seen on any other 610, and it's one of the reasons why I think the higher price point on this shoe is justified. And underneath those leather panels, we get 2 different types of mesh here. So you get some regular black mesh, which is what you also see on the tongue of the shoe, and you also get these orange panels which feature ripstop mesh, and that is the type of mesh you only really see on a hiking shoe. On the tongue of the sneaker, you see this neat Joe Freshgoods logo there, somewhere where you would typically see the 610 logo. And on the lateral and medial side, you have this orange end logo right in the middle of the shoe. And the colorway, I know it can be a hit or miss for most people. For me, it's definitely a hit. Maybe for not the reasons you might think of. I'm a pretty big Cincinnati Bengals fan, so of course this orange and black combination really reminds me of the team. You can also say it's got a bit of a Halloween type of vibe. I know I definitely prefer this colorway over the Joe Freshgoods exclusive colorway, which was much more of an orange all over pair. I think this Latte colorway is a lot more wearable, but let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think of this colorway? What's unique about these shoes are the laces. You'll notice that the laces go all the way down to the toe, which is a detail about the 610 that I know really divides people on whether or not they like the shoe. Personally, I like it. It also has a functional purpose. You really feel like your feet are locked in when you tie these laces up because of the way the laces are placed on the upper. And speaking of the laces, you get 2 pairs. You get these pretty typical looking hiking laces, one of them done in black and the other done in orange. The midsole on this pair, so you get like a faded looking black midsole, and it features New Balance's C-cap technology, which does feel soft on feet, but nowhere near as soft as, for example, New Balance Absorb or Energy technology, which is what you see on most of their other models. If you like that nice cushiony feeling that you get with New Balances, you won't unfortunately feel that on the 610s, but they were intended that way because, like I said, these were originally designed for hiking. For sizing on these, I would recommend most people can easily go down half a size in the 610s. I would recommend wearing whatever you normally wear in most New Balance 990s or 2002s. You will fit the exact same in these. I actually like to go true to size in those shoes, so that's why I stuck with my true size in the 610s, but my feet are slightly on the wider side. I think most people can comfortably go down half a size in these. The shoes are a bit on the longer side, so that's really the main reason why. And moving on to the second shoe, which we haven't even started talking about yet. This is the New Balance Rainier, which is in fact a hiking boot that was released originally all the way back in 1982. And back then they were used by a very famous mountaineer at the time, Lance Whitaker. He actually used these shoes to climb Mount Everest, and that was what the whole marketing campaign behind the shoe was about. The first collab that we saw on the Rainiers was earlier this year when Aimé Leon Dore dropped 3 different colorways of the shoe. And now we got this Joe Freshgoods pair, which is easily the least traditional looking Rainier we've seen. It actually comes with the exact same box as the 610s, this all over camo box. And you see that camo print feature heavily on the shoe. This is more of a traditional army style camo. Just the entire colorway of the shoe is super nice. It's like a nice forest green color with some hits of black as well. And you gotta love these gold details on the lace loops. In addition to the black laces that come with the shoe, you also get an extra pair of green ones. And the materials on this pair are crazy because not only do you have Gore-Tex, which makes the shoe water resistant, you also have Cordura fabric on the toe box and some of the other panels, and that is a very tough material. It's very resistant to tears. And then you also get this Vibram outsole, perfect grip for hiking. This got to be the most hiking approved shoe ever. You got Gorp Core, Cordura, and Vibram all in the same shoe. It's like a Gorp Core orgy. For sizing on these fit quite big. I would suggest most people to actually go down a full size on these. And if you have wider feet, I still think you can go down half a size. The materials are quite thin, especially around the ankle region, so going with the true size is really not an option. There's just way too much room in the toe box area. It's not like these are selling out, so you can of course go to a store, try them on for yourself, but for most people I do think you should easily be able to go down one full size. Overall, the Joe Freshgood Beneath the Surface collab on the 610s as well as the Rainiers. I think both of these are great shoes. I really like how they've incorporated camo into both of these. The camo is a bit more subtle on the 610 than the Rainiers. Out of the two, I definitely prefer the 610s. In fact, I am overall just a big fan of the shoe. It's a very unique looking pair. I don't find the shoe too loud either because of all that brown. I'm probably gonna pass on the Rainiers because I'm not much of a boot person, but the 610s, yeah, these are definitely fire. Hit that subscribe button if you found the video useful because I'm dropping tons of content just like this every single week. The links to my socials as well as my sneaker podcast, all of that can be found in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.